everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me tonight, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Bridges. Then it's Ball, and it's Hayward, and it's Rozier in at the shooting guard. And for the Celtics, down is the 2 with Tatum at the 3. Williams is out there with Williams, and it's Smart in at point guard. Greg, it's going to be a battle of the boards tonight, and you know what that's like. You played alongside some great rebounders.
No doubt about it. Patrick Ewing, Charles Oakley. I mean, Brian Grant, a lot of guys that earn their living wearing that hard hat.
Here's Brown.
Who's watching here?
Over Rozier. They get it again.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Smart against Ball. Rozier kicks to Biyombo. Now, here's Rozier. He's guarded closely. Some solid defense from Brown. Outside Tatum. No good on that one. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. Rozier for 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And when Rozier is making this, everything else becomes easy. It's like seeing him stretch the floor.
Tatum against Hayward. And the basket by Tatum.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Hayward. Back to Rozier. A pass to Hayward. And so the ball is out of bounds. Rozier touched it last.
And see, well, really, because of that raw athleticism, Rozier was a mid-first round pick back in 2015. And you can see, though, that skill set is evolving.
Well, that's why Charlotte gave him the 3-year, $58 million contract. I mean, the feeling is he's still reaching his full potential. We saw signs of growth last year.
Now here's Williams. Shot clock at 6. Here's Smart. Offline from the top of the key. Bridges against Brown. Pass the ball. Hayward on the wing. Takes a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
This is where Hayward just gets better and better, squaring up off the catch.
Smart passes to Williams. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Charlotte's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Rozier kicks the ball. Hayward outside. Down low, Biyombo. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
It's Biyombo with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Knocked away. Hayward against Smart. Outside Tatum. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Oh, nice look there from Smart, finding the open man.
For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first.
A serious talent when Robert Williams is healthy. He makes his presence felt. Has great length and lift off the floor. Defensively, he protects the rim and even blocks shots out on the perimeter.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Jones against Cantor. Jones, no luck. And then offensively, Williams is mostly a rim runner at this point. Greg, there are signs that the jumper is coming along.
Yeah, you know, when he was drafted at the end of the first round, there was a lot of talk about rebuilding his shot mechanics, and that's still a work in progress. But where he's really impressed people is with his passing. He has terrific instincts for the game.
And here's Oubre after Josh Richardson was able to get the triple. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots a fader, and the rejection by Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. Tatum down low, and he gets it to go. Hornets trail by 5. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Jones, and just miss after miss right now. For Boston, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Pass to Pritchard. And 1:01 left here in the first quarter. And here's Tatum for 3, but they recover it. A fadeaway, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Well, that shot, it just shows off Cantor's versatility, proving he can deliver outside the paint.
Martin against Tatum. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Tatum leading the charge, can't connect from short range.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Washington passes to Martin. Here's Jones, and plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And Boston called for the foul. This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one at the line is good. And so Jones nails both of them. Celtics leading by 5. Tatum deciding where to go with it. For the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Tatum's got 9.
You can't let Tatum fire away from there. I mean, he's capable of really hurting you from distance.
And so it's Boston in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We've got more in store for you right after this. And before the game, we checked in with Marcus Smart, who told us how his upbringing helped shape his approach to the game.
I'm the youngest of 4 boys. So as anybody who has siblings, older, younger, you understand the struggle, especially being the youngest. You know, you always got to fight for what you want.
And no question, Smart is considered one of the toughest guys, Greg, in the NBA.
You have to love his passion, his willingness to sacrifice his body for the team on a nightly basis.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Boston, Jason Tatum is out there with Horford. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Richardson. And it's Pritchard in at the point.
Well, yeah, high IQ basketball from Richardson. Values the easy assist over a risky shot.
The pass to Jones. Here's Oubre. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Richardson. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, will say Gary Payton. I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
He doesn't get the second one. Celtics leading by 9. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. And now here's Oubre, fast break chance. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
You know, when you look at his numbers this season, he's had a respectable number, 77%.
Free throw, good, Oubre. And both free throws, good for Oubre.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
On against Oubre. And the foul called on Bismack Biyombo. That's his first foul. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Kelly Oubre. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
There's Brown with the 3. Hornets with the rebound. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter.
And thinking back, Biyombo selected 7th overall because of the pre-draft measurements and workouts, which were unreal.
He has a 7'6" wingspan, who has tremendous speed for his size. He also has showed a mature, positive attitude. He can speak 5 languages. Scouts came away impressed with his total package.
And so it's Boston with it, following the 3 by Charlotte. Biyombo with the block. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Williams against Hayward. And the foul on Josh Richardson. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that 3rd foul.
Rozier the pass to ball. Back to Rozier from deep.
Well, when you were drafted and developed by the Heat like Richardson, I mean, the first thing they teach you is how to defend.
Smart against Ball. Smart on the wing. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Clock at 4. Bangs home the trifecta. And the Celtics lead by 7.
Showing his range, smart, spacing the floor.
Pass to Rozier. Bridges with it. Passes it to Hayward. And it's Ball in the corner. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Ball's got his first 3 points of the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
Out to Hayward. Charlotte moving the ball around. Bridges passes the ball. Over Smart. It'll go. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Ball. And now the first timeout called here for Boston. You know, discussing Biyombo, it's hard not to think back to Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals against the Cleveland Cavaliers, isn't it?
I mean, how about 39 minutes? Only 7 points scored, but how about 26 rebounds to lead his team to victory? He actually had a terrific series all the way around and then parlayed that into a $72 million contract the following year.
The Celtics making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. Brown feeling it out a bit. Pass to Smart. And he makes good on the layup. Smart's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Just too physical. Smart, shedding the defense and finishing strong.
Brown against Rozier. That's his 4th miss from the floor. He's made 2 of his shots. Celtics leading by 4. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Tatum's got 13.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Now the pass to Rozier. Biyombo kicks the ball. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him.
Smart against Ball. Outside Williams. There's Brown with the 3. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's the Celtics now. Williams passes to Brown. Tatum draws the double. Brown inside, defended by Hayward, and the basket by Tatum. 15 points in the game.
Well, I love seeing Tatum exhibit the passion he's shown us tonight. Such a motivated performance.
Ball dishes to Biyombo. Kicks it to Hayward. In the corner, it's Bridges. Off target with his 3.
Defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 8. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock, but they get it back. Poked loose and stolen by Williams. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so here's Charlotte. And here's Hayward. Over Tatum. It'll go. The Boston lead is cut down to 6, and the bucket from Hayward. Hayward's got 5 points so far. And we've reached halftime in this one. Celtics out in front, up by 6. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. There was no stopping Jason Tatum in the first half. He ended up with 15 points. One of the most trusted stars in the league, Al Horford. Kenny, what does having a steady presence like Horford do?
Well, Horford just delivers every night. You know, he works hard on both ends, and, you know, he doesn't need that many touches, Shaq.
You're right, and he's a perfect complementary star. He brings consistency to the team. Hey, it's absent without him.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
On the floor for Charlotte, they've got Miles Bridges. Rozier's out there with ball, and there's Bismack Biyombo, and it's Hayward in at the 3 slot. Now here's Tatum. After Gordon Hayward's miss.
Nice work to get good position inside. You just can't quite get as good a look as he wants.
Here's Ball. No good that time. Great D that time from Tatum. Over in the corner, Brown. And no good that time. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Bridges passes the ball. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. On the wing, Brown to the middle. And Smart with the basket on the assist by Brown. Smart's got the first points to start out the 3rd quarter for the Celtics.
And I remember a lot of scouts wondered whether Brown could ever become a 20-point-per-game scorer. That question was answered in only his 4th season.
Oh, yeah, it didn't take long for him to answer that question. And he did it in a variety of ways. He hit more threes, drew more fouls, did a better job of converting at the rim. And the scary part is, it feels like he's just getting started.
Oubre's checked in for the Hornets. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile 1 block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Here's Ball. He's got 8. That's a 2 from Rozier. That one wide left.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
You know, some scouts thought Tatum had tunnel vision, looking only for his own shot. But he's more about team.
Oubre outside. Up again. Bridges against Williams. Now, here's Bridges. He's guarded closely. And it's Williams with the ball for Boston. Here's Pritchard. It's tipped.
Oh, nice defense from Bridges. When he hustles like this, he's capable of swatting shots.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Robert Williams. That's foul number 2 for him. Richardson, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. The Hornets also with a sub. Martin's checked in for Terry Rozier. It's Martin on the wing. Richardson covering. To the paint. Here's Oubre. Banked in off the glass. Oubre's got 5 now.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
Pass to Pritchard. No good with the triple. Hornets trail by 9. Ball up top. 8 points for him. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now, as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Richardson up top, covered by Oubre. Richardson, no luck. Hornets trail by 8. Oubre passes to Bridges. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And one of the things that stands out when you see Bridges, that explosive leaping ability.
But yeah, he gets off the ground quickly and makes adjustments in mid-air. There's a smoothness to his athleticism. He's still putting it all together, but there's a lot to work with.
And the first one drops.
You know, Bridges takes a lot of pride in his hometown of Flint, Michigan. Shout out to the Flintstones. That's great to see. I mean, he holds a basketball camp there. That community is always close to his heart.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Enes Kanter's checked in for Williams. And Al Horford subbed in for Williams. Here's Pritchard. He kicks to Richardson. A rebound by Washington. Hornets trail by 6. Oubre outside. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
Smart's checked in for Jason Tatum. Gordon Hayward's checked in for the Hornets. Hayward against Richardson. He dishes it to Smart. Back to Richardson. Passes it to Kanter. Smart on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. And another shot. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
You better get your money's worth with Marcus Smart. I mean, that ticky-tack stuff won't phase him.
And not only is Smart one of the best defenders in the league, Greg, he's also one of the most versatile players in the NBA.
Yeah, when you talk about players who can guard 1 through 5, it's usually referring to Kawhi, PG-13, or Giannis. But Smart at 6'4" has the strength, the anticipation, and the toughness to hold his own against anyone. It's remarkable.
And that one falls for Smart.
At 6'4", 220 pounds, Marcus Smart might be the most physically imposing point guard in the league, especially with his fiery approach to the game.
Now here's Hayward. 5 points in the game. Pass to Washington. Over Horford. And it's Washington missing. Boston leading by 9. Here's Pritchard. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding high percentage shots.
And Hayward at the stuff.
And right there, Hayward's in full attack mode, imposing his will on the game.
And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Boston Celtics. They've led by as many as 11 points. Richardson against Hayward. Out to the wing. Pulls up. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
Boston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Pritchard. And the pass to Cantor. Richardson outside. Puts up a three. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got 4 rebounds in this game. Hayward outside. Misses the shot. And we've reached the end of the third. Celtics lead by 4. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Horford is out there with Jaylen Brown. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's Smart, and it's Cantor in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Boston 5. Now, here's Rozier, following the miss by Josh Richardson.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Cantor has been much maligned for his work at that end. He's been making a better effort.
Smart passes to Cantor. Over Rozier. Cantor's shot is off.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
In the corner, it's Hayward. Off target from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Down kicks to Richardson. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his troubles tonight.
Now here's Hayward. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics. Brown's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Smart. Dishes to Horford. They shoot again, and that's 2 points on the layup. And the Celtics lead by 6.
Although he's not truly a dominant rebounder, Horford will find a way to beat you once in a while if you fail to put a body on.
Charlotte calls timeout.
And Al Horford, the 5-time All-Star, very much a leader on this team with his success in the league.
Yeah, Horford has always been a guy that passes the eye test. The numbers don't jump out, but he plays winning basketball. Great head for the game. Knows how to complement other stars.
Boston making some changes. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Williams comes in for Al Horford. And it's Tatum in for Josh Richardson. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Alder.
Hi, guys. I was able to catch the message James Borrego gave to his team. He said, we're getting some looks on the 3, but we're not connecting. But don't get frustrated. He told them it's a game of ebbs and flows. Keep shooting with confidence, guys.
Well, that's the thing. Tatum's sneaky. He understands how to put the defender at a disadvantage.
Jason Tatum.
And he makes the first.
Well, who could forget Jason Tatum's rookie year? I mean, in the 2018 playoffs, all he did was lead the Celtics in scoring at just 20 years old, taking Boston to Game 7 of the conference finals.
Bridges, he's checked in for Washington. Hornets trail by 8. To the right side. Here's Here's Rozier with the tip. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Smart deciding where to go with it. Brown with it. Bridges covering. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Celtics leading by 6. Tatum kicks to Smart. On the wing, Williams. Covered by Biyombo. Brown. Good.
I tell you what, Brown is a powerful wing player. You like to get him the ball inside.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Charlotte. They get a hand on it. Taken away by Williams. Here's Brown. Buries it down low. And now a 10-point Celtic lead.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Some solid defense from Brown.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Now here's Ball. Marcus Smart missing that last shot. Bridges finds Rozier. He can't hit that time. Some solid defense from Brown. Pass to Williams. Tatum on the wing. Back to Williams. Rozier with the steal. Williams with the block. And they get it back.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The first one falls. Gordon Hayward's checked in for the Hornets. And Biyombo drops them both. Tatum with it. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the fourth. And Hayward with the block.
A rare block shot by Gordon Hayward. He has the instincts to do more of this, but neither the suddenness nor the strength.
And Tatum pulls it down. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Smart misses. Hornets trail by 8. Bridges finds Hayward. Rambo trying to break free. Hayward can't hit. Boston's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Outside Williams. Passes to Tatum. Lets it go from deep. Score the basket. His 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Celtics.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jason Tatum.
Oh, man, anticipation, instincts, energy, all his tools were on display tonight as he lit the place up.
Deep 2 from Ball. Charlotte again missing.
Oh, you hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
Tatum with another miss.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Well, it's tough, man. When you get to this point in the game, you fought hard, did your best, but Just wasn't enough.
Out to Hayward, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
Now Schroeder, and so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.